Hey everybody, Don here again. Hey, I got a question for all my bass fishermen friends. What is your favorite type of fishing? If you're like me, and I know a lot of you are, top water. Top water is a blast. Get that explosion to blow up on the water. Nothing like it in my book. So, what's your favorite top water lure? I mean, there's some really good ones out there, right? New Whopper Ploppers are awesome. 75. Popper. Hard to beat the popper, right? My go-to back in the day. Tiny Torpedo. Man. Caught many a smallmouth on the Tiny Torpedo. But the absolutely most fun lure for me and the most frustrating, the hollow body frog. I love it. I hate it. Totally weedless. Just a blast to fish. And I can't set the hook to save my life.
Oh, I missed him, as usual.
Just kind of slurped it. What I got him. Oh, I had him. I still got him? No, I lost him. Ah, man. Thought I had him. There we go. Oh, do I got him? No, missed him. Dang it. Right where I thought he'd be. Oh, I got him. Oh, yeah. Right by that. Oh, on the frog. I ain't messing around. Getting the. Oh!
I was just gonna call that a catch.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Couple pounder.
Oh, that was a nice bass. I had him right by that tree. Hit this frog. Man, he took it down. I waited, set the hook. He had it. I tried to hoss him because I didn't want to have him get off, and I hossed him right off. Oh, nice fish. I can't remember the name of this frog, but yeah, I like it. The one I was using in New York was a scum frog, and it had these little paddle feet. Pike hit it and took the legs right off it. I think I'm going to throw the frog, actually, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was going to throw it just for shits and giggles, because I haven't thrown a frog once yet this year. Like it, so.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, ah!
Oh, did you lose him?
That's the frog, man.
Yeah, you got him on the frog?
Yeah.
I tell you, man, my hookup ratio on frogs.
Mine is 1 in 10.
Yeah, mine's probably about that. Maybe 1 in 10, 3 in 10. It's horrible.
So, I watch a lot of videos on that, and if you look at ND Yak Angler, he says he doesn't wait.
I know.
He just sets the hook. I mean, I went with the.
Some guys say wait, some guys say don't, you know?
Yeah.
I've tried doing both.
Neither one worked for
Neither
me.
worked for me.
Oh. Oh man. He ate both the legs off my frog. Yeah. Oh man. Look at that. Both the legs of my frog are gone. That's hilarious. Good thing about those frogs is it absolutely weedless. Bad part about these frogs is my hookup ratio is terrible. I love fishing them. I do. I love fishing them, but they're
so frustrating.
so frustrating. All right. So, we've already established that top water is king, right? So what do you use for lures? Well, here are some fantastic choices. The Whopper Plopper. This is the Whopper Plopper 75. I like it because as soon as it hits the water, it's ready to plop or flop or whatever you call it. This is the 90. Also a good choice. I like black for early morning and late evening. This is the 130. I actually caught probably a 7-pound largemouth on that when I was actually pike fishing. And then, you know, the Popar, right? I mean, the Popar has been a go-to lure for me for years. A great lure. And this is the real go-to for me. Over the years, Tiny Torpedo has caught just a ton of river smallmouth for me. Throw that to the shore, you're going to get a smallmouth up on the Racket River. But all of these lures, as great as they are, if you're fishing lily pads and weeds like we have here in New Hampshire, useless, absolutely useless. Especially the lily pads we have in New Hampshire are the little silver dollar lily pads. And you use one of these and you're going to be bringing that string of stem and you're not going to catch any fish. So for me, it's the Frog. The Frog, I'm in love with the Frog. I hate the Frog. The Frog is awesome. Totally weedless. This is a Booyah Pad Crasher. This is one that I've used quite a bit. Had trouble getting hook sets. You can see I bent the hooks up on this one a little bit. I follow a guy on YouTube, ND Yak Angler. His name's Matt Nelson, and he is a phenomenal topwater fisherman. He fishes with a Whopper Plopper. He fishes a lot with the Frog. He suggested to bend the hooks out a little bit. I was asking him some questions. He also says he doesn't wait. He sets the hook when the Frog hits. I've had a lot of people say, you know, wait until you feel the weight of the fish and then hook. I've tried them both. Neither one worked. Live Target Frog. Another really good frog. I like to throw this one. I think I trimmed the legs on this one a little. I like the color of that one. I also throw this one quite a bit. I'm not sure the brand name, I'm sorry. But I like the color on that. But all three of those, man, my hookup rate is abysmal. So then I found these frogs here, and these are by Lunker Hunter. And they have a single hook. And I thought, well, maybe a single hook will be better, be easier to set the hook on. Not the case. So I took this one and I bent the hook up a little bit. I have caught a couple of pickerel on this, but I have not caught a bass. They look so phenomenal with those legs. I mean, they look much more real than the skirted legs as far as I'm concerned. And I got this little smaller one. Here's a couple other Lunker Hunters. This one's got a popper type front end and crazy looking legs. Never caught a fish on it. Never even got a strike. Same with this one. A little more traditional, but it's got those crazy legs. Never got a strike on it. So then I found the Scum Frog. I don't have the Scum Frog that got the legs torn off it, but this is a Top Toad by Stanley Jigs, and this is very similar. The legs were the same, except I think they were inserted because there's two little pockets where the legs used to be on the Scum Frog. Big Pike took that off me in New York. This one I really like. The fish seem to like it too, and I really like those paddle legs. The thing about those paddle legs is, especially on this one, hits the water, you start bringing it back, it starts churning kind of like a Whopper Plopper, you know, across the top. Although it does have this weighted keel in the hook, and so you need to keep this thing moving or it'll slowly sink on you. But once you get to the top, it'll chug right along. And I've had some really good hits on that, so I'm liking that one quite a bit. I found these online, and they are just too cool looking. They're by a company called Chase Baits over in Australia. I got them on Amazon. I don't know, they were like $8 a piece, so they weren't outrageously expensive, but it's so soft. The bodies are so soft, and I think those hooks will set up a little bit easier, I'm hoping. I don't know how well they'll hold up, you know, like they look a little flimsy, how they'll hold up to like a pickerel or whatnot, but I really like the look of the arms and the legs and the way they move. So this might be my new favorite if I can catch a fish on it. So next week I'm going out and I'm fishing strictly with the frog. I'm going to take my new chase bait. I'm going to take my Lunker Hunter, and I'm going to take the Top Toad, and I'm going to fish with those 3 lures and those 3 only until I catch a bass on top water. And I might not even fish for anything else until I can get a bass on a topwater frog. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.